Hello, welcome to the QuasiMorph Endgame. So what is the Endgame all about? Well, it's all about obtaining the unique chips from every faction, because every faction has incredible gear right now. Some of the stuff they have will melt your face away, literally. Now, there's a bit of a catch. As you can see, this will be related to tech levels. So there are two ways of getting the tech of a faction, of a corporation. Either you kill them and they might drop the stuff, or you trade for their stuff. But if you trade for their stuff, they'll need to have the tech level very high. It's not very clear, but I think the developers mentioned that in order for the stuff to drop, you also need to have the tech level as well. So basically, as soon as they reach tech level 10, they unlock all of their stuff through combat or through trading. But what's the big idea? Well, the big idea is that this is not all of the weapons they can carry. So you might think, well, they'll just carry Retribution and maybe Beast Gatling guns. That's all they carry, right? I don't think so. I've been finding a lot of Endcom and dying to a lot of Endcom, and to be honest, this is much harder than it looks. So as you can see, they unlock it at tech level 7. I think Realware unlocked their chips at tech level 9 or something like that. The Warlord pattern armor is amazing, but again, it's not foolproof. The problem I'm having is basically with Endcom. You see, they only go up to this rifle over here, but they have another tier of units available on the field. So you think, well, what's the problem? What kind of firepower do they carry? Well, this is shock damage. The developers need to do a much better job at telling the player with what he's attacked, because this is shock damage, but it has poison ammo. It doesn't make any sense, but it works. You'll just see lightning bolts killing you. And there are not a lot of weapons that deal shock damage, so it's going to be rare and deadly when you see it. Especially the rifles. Don't ever get shot by the rifles. They have 7 range. They are diabolical. And that's not the only thing they will get. They'll also get the automatic shotgun, the Barracuda, which you may think, well, that's not so strong, is it? It's only 6 to 16 or 4. Yes, in a way. Let me see if I have one of the basic shotguns. I guess I don't have any basic shotguns per se. I guess, nah, it's still going to be the improved version of the shotgun. Let me look at something. By the way, this is without the bonuses, so it's 6 to 14 by 4. 6 to 16 by 4. And, well, I guess the crit damage or some of the other parameters are a little bit different. But this will shred you, and you might think, well, what's the problem? Well, look at this. This is also another rifle they can get, is the AME Snow Wolf. And the problem with this is it's a burst sniper rifle that can add wounds per attack. So what does that mean? Basically it means you can get burst in a round and get 2 wounds at the same time. So they will deal lightning damage, they will deal piercing wound damage from sniper rifles. Again, this is 7 range, this is 8 range, and this is 4 range, and it's automatic as well. They'll also carry some of their weaker weapons like the submachine gun Taurus. So basically the factions, I think they will be doing a lot more damage types, so you'll not get away with a single armor type. They're massively overpowered, to be honest. Even if I have all of this, it's still not enough. These are junk. I need to upgrade weapons and armor, but I'm not finding any chips for that. I guess it's all about what you do in the beginning of the game. You should get as many production chips as possible. And also, they are repeating a lot. Usually you'd get a better chance to unlock stuff at this point, but nope, not me. I'm also sure I'm missing a mercenary that I haven't unlocked, a PMC, a clone. Anyway. I have some of these chips, and I'll have to make a separate video about the chips and some of the stuff, so we can get legendary boots, legend boots, with the common chip. So this is basic chip, this is an advanced chip, and this is the ultimate chip or the epic one. So as you can see, you can unlock the Volcano Plasma Machine Gun, which you might think, well, what is that? Well, I guess I'm explaining it right now what that is in a way. So this is the Volcano Plasma Machine Gun, right? Right. But it's only unlocked from the, I'll just call them epic chips. It's only unlocked from the epic chips. So what does that mean? That means their faction chips can unlock even stronger weapon. For example, lesbian chips will unlock electromagnetic weapons. What does that mean? Well, it means they fire without needing bullets. So that means you only need to care about their durability. So I am not sure. So I don't think this is affected by Percy's shotgun skill, because it's not using shotgun ammo, so it's not really a shotgun per se, but it uses no ammo and you only have to repair it, and the durability on them is crazy. Anyway, there are a lot of cool guns that I'll not be using right now because I just cannot survive long enough to take full advantage of them. So that means I have to upgrade my clone. I've, I've mostly finished with the upgrades. The hardest things to get will be the work clothes apparently and the industrial spare parts. And some of the stuff like the hydraulics pump. Robot parts and also, yeah, the AI chips, the AI modules will be super rare to get. I only found a few so I can unlock the other stuff with them. But right now my clone just died. Percy just died to the nonsense. So yeah, it was exactly as I explained to you. It was a combo of enemies using the shock weapons and then the wolf sniper rifles, which this will also stun you. Even if you don't have the pain, they'll stun you and then you'll get shot and you'll get wounds and then you'll get even more pain. So this is a deadly combo. There's no way you can get out of it. I mean, you might get unlucky and you'll be attacked by barracudas as well. There's no way you have to create a perfect armor set, but for that you need a clone with all of its skills maxed out. So yeah, you have to create the clone and then you have to put the clone to training. What does that mean? Well, it means that every 1.5 days they'll get a skill level, which is amazing, but if you think about it, it's not that amazing. Let me see. I guess I can create another. Just cancel the training so I can see what I'm talking about. So as you can see, they have 6 skills over here. So 6 skills with 3 levels on each, or 4 levels, because they start at 1, they go to 2, 3, 4. So 3 levels. That means 24 days. That means not 24 days, about 30 days of training to max out their classes. And you think, wow, that's amazing. Yes, it is in a way. But that means they'll basically you'll need to skip about 15 days at least, and the training is randomized. So let me train up Percy because he's not going to do anything. Okay, that's a 1 skull mission. Luck with that. We'll just take this mission in the last day. Why? I died to this mission because in the final part they had the very annoying elite soldiers that I showed you about. And think about it, every faction will have these elite soldiers if they have the tech tree, but only the top 3 factions have them, and only against the top 3 factions I need to fight to get their chips. I guess the endgame is a lot harder than I thought, because I thought it will be a breeze. It's not a breeze, it's super hard, super annoying. You might be thinking, well, it's time to edit the genome, it's time to do the fun stuff. No, not exactly. Because I'm not sure what clone I should invest my resources in. Some people will say, hey, of course it will be the guy with dodging. Let me see where the dodge guy is. Yeah, Kinzirku. But to be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Because you think, well, let's increase his dodge, let's say to 50%. That will be a lot of mine chips, and you basically will be able to only upgrade the single clone to level 25, and it will not fix the base problem of the class itself. So that will be 50% dodge chance. Its dodge will still be affected by weight because it's only 75% because of the clone bonus, but at the same time there's another big problem. You would need to edit out the genome to make it kind of worth it. Not the genome, edit the class itself. So you'd probably need to go into the tunnel rats and replace some of this stuff. But to be honest, this stuff is not as bad as I thought. So you'll be keeping all of the left side over here and you'll be replacing some of this stuff. But stabilizing all wounds is good. This is not so good, so we can replace this with... Well, athletics is... I guess we can use athletics as well. So we need to replace this with dodge. And then another thing of your choosing. To be honest, I think I would choose the overcharged batteries because we'll need use energy weapons because they deal the most amount of damage and they don't need to be used too much. So that means you need 2 AI modules. I guess you can change this with the other one. Probably some people prefer the running. Let me see what that run. Athletics. Yeah, sprint doesn't affect accuracy anymore. So you'll basically be creating a class that dodges everything and that can shoot while in running mode. That will make the game so much easier. So 50% dodge plus the passive dodge perk. I would say you'd get around to 70% dodge. It's not enough. Even if you have 90% dodge, the enemies will shred you to pieces if they hit you once. Plus there's all of the wound effects and all of the fire, all of the acid and some of the other stuff. So it's not really worth it, in my opinion, to use Kenzie or whatever his name is. It's not really worth it to use it like that. And you also saw that you need so many resources, and I don't know. Let's just train up Percy to the minimum over here, and then we'll see. I recommend you train all of the clones in the specific classes. To be honest, I don't find a lot of use for some of the other classes because they're great at what they do, but they don't have the specific clone to use the class. So I think the developers need to balance out it more because Percy fits a lot of roles, sadly. I think that's the best we'll get. Sorry about, just watching this over here. I guess we can watch it like this so it's a little less annoying. I need him to be a little better trained. That's it. So basically, even a new clone can be super strong right now. Let's cancel the training. So let me see what he got. Again, it's randomized, but it's also randomized until all of the level 2s are completed, and then it goes to level 3 and some of them. See, you're not going to have a skill up to level 4 and the other ones will be 2. No, you're going to have everything at 2, and when every skill is at 2, you'll go to 3. Again, I might be wrong on this, but you get the idea. So he starts with level 2, which is already pretty good, but I think it's just better to do 1 or 2 missions with the class itself and then put him to training, because you'll be able to level everything up to level 2, probably in a mission or 2. So it's much more efficient to just do the mission at level 0, at level 1, and then put him to training, because it will be a little more efficient. Except for the corp stuff. Yeah, that will always be annoying. So, training against Ancom, of course we'll have to choose the Jet Hammer. Now, sadly, you may think, well, why don't you upgrade your weapon even more? Well, the way this works, and I think the developers will change it at some point, the Jeff Hammer is 21, right? But since now I have all of the upgrades, it's actually easier to upgrade the stuff I already have. Oh, okay. This is also, it's very hard to explain what this game is sometimes. I have to go into the upgrade screen over here to show you what I mean. So there's a little thing over here, same for the armor. I will not upgrade any armors because you have a limited number of projects. I'm not sure how many projects we can make. I'll just say 6 is the max you can make, so 6 weapons will be improved. So be very careful what you improve. You improve the Jeff Hammer and then just wait a little bit. And this final one over here will increase its stats by +1. So that means the Jeff Hammer is kind of busted, because I cannot get the bonuses I got on it. So if I was to improve another weapon, it would get vastly better stats. So let's say the Heretic. I'm not sure what the... Anyway, let's just upgrade the damage. As you can see, it puts 2 more points instead of 1. Of course, it's not a basic item, so we'll need a lot of chips, but... At level 18, this will do 100 damage per pellet shot. And... Level 21, this thing doesn't even come close to 100 damage. You may think, well, it's because it's a lower tier item. Yes and no, it's because of the upgrade system. So the upgrade system works in mysterious ways. So I need to upgrade it a couple of more times, right? Right. But the problem is, I think I messed up. So yeah, don't upgrade it to the max. I think you should only upgrade it up to level 10. When you get the other upgrade, upgrade it even more. We'll not be using a lot of materials. Okay. It will still need a lot of time to complete, but while we're doing that, we'll do the mission. So yeah, you need so many resources to just make the basic weapon upgrades. Is silly. Yeah, good luck finding buffaloes. I lost all of the buffaloes a long time ago again. Now, as for the armor, well... it's a bit weird because you think you have it figured out and then you see something that doesn't make sense. So the real wear armor is amazing because it gives you resistance to everything except poison and except shock. I'll give you the beam resistance, which is amazing against SBN, but against Endgame it's a bit annoying. So you'll only be needing to cover 2 problems over here, but the shock resist is what kills me so many times. You'll also use their own armor, which provides defense against that, which is the mysterious armor, the mystery armor. I really need to make this a little better. Didn't get a lot of their armors just because I keep dying thinking I am in control, but I'm not in control. So shock resist will be 52. And poison resist is the only thing I don't have. I'm not sure, and I guess it's not really worth it. I would need, I think, a little bit more pierce resist, but you still get the wounds from the sniper rifle, so it's a little bit weird. So I would have a problem with the pierces, but I don't think that would be a real problem for us. So let's use their own thing against them. The other problem is that no matter how hard you try, you'll still get damaged and you'll still get affected by the effect of the weapon itself, not the damage. So this is on Mars, so we don't need much. Basically, this is what I take in a mission with me. It's kind of funny that this is kind of like the minimum I need. But since his Marauder skill is not that high, I'll take one more of this. You may think, well, you need also medical items. Yes and no. If you're going to die, you're going to die. Don't worry about it. I guess I can do it like this just to be extra safe, but as if you're put in a weird position, you'll die. And that's all I need. And you might be thinking, wow, this is going to be so easy. We're going to mop the floor then. No, not really. If I die the same time I died last time, I'm going to be super angry about it. Yeah. Some people say this is overpowered because the scanner will reveal all of the... It's not. Believe me, it's not. In the end game, you need to do so many missions just to have the balance of the faction ready. So again, the main objective in the end game is to make sure all of the factions have the highest level in tech so they can spawn their chips. Either through combat or through trading, you have to get all of the chips. And yeah, of course my goal is to get all of the chips so I can produce all of the stuff, but I'll not be making... I'll not be upgrading any more weapons or armors until that's just the Inquisitor and the Keeper of Secrets. These guys are kind of like the second tier of units. Rats. That hurts a lot, so you'll really need the military first aid kits and some of the other stuff. That's the Inquisitor. Look at that. That's so messed up. You would need piercing damage to do that. So, oh yeah, I forgot to take. So, I think the best way to deal with them is to just take the rifles, the sniper rifles, and shoot them. Because they have a burst mode, but I completely forgot about that. Like I said, the game has some serious problems. That should never happen normally, right? Well, I guess what happens all the time. There's no way you can deal with those guys. This was a one skull difficulty. Guess we can try again. Percy is back, but sadly it will be a level 1 character. So yeah, we need to do that. So probably this is the best weapon in the game currently, more or less. Let's do that again. Again, I was not really playing to win, but I was not playing to die either. I guess I have to use the frame. I just need an armor that provides... That's bad against piercing. I don't think I have more carnage pattern stuff, just because it's still kind of rare. I even had a warlord set with buffalo and I lost it all. Those idiots with the rifles, yeah, the developers need to do a lot more balancing, and no matter how strong your gun is or your armor is, you'll still die to that. So I guess you need a grenade launcher or something or that. Huh. I think this is a problem. See, if you don't have the items that you need, you will think about this too much. So let me see if I have some of the red stuff. Red stuff is good. It's still pretty amazing that even with all of that, I still died to those nonsense priest boots. Yeah, I think I'm out of the rare stuff. As I thought I was going to be immortal. Nope, you're never going to be immortal. Guess I can use some dawn pattern stuff. There's not enough physical resistance, more or less. Well, this has beam, so I guess we can play like this. Again, this is Percy, but imagine if you're playing with another character that doesn't have the extra resistances or bonuses. You'll be shredded immediately. I guess the endgame is not as fun as I thought it would be in a way. But it's also a little better, so there will always be difficulty to the game. I guess I'll need to invest in also medkits, and yeah, I'll need to get a lot of medkits. I'll need to have a lot of medkits on standby. Oh, I'm completely out of medkits because I never thought I would need them again. I need to make a lot of bandages, so the game will definitely change a lot more. I'm out of the stuff I needed for the stuff, so if we don't get lucky and find bandages in the first levels, we're going to have another problem. Some of this stuff over here. Yeah, so definitely make bandages and medkits in the end game. You'll need it, no matter how you look at things. I'm out of shotgun shells. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Hey, congrats for the developers for making the game all this hard. It will never be easy, no matter how many upgrades you have, what gun you have, but it feels too cheesy. The balance is all wrong. I can also just skip all of the fighting and go straight over there. Wow, they're so strong against cutting damage. I guess this is where you would need to switch to elemental damage, but... Also, see, this is why Percy is so good with the Tunnel Rat. Even though he got a lot of wounds, basically he closed all of them up in the middle of combat. Okay. It's a bit annoying, but it's not that bad. We'll also take the food. You may feel, well, it's a skill issue. It's not a skill issue. What can you do against that? You just think you're going to defeat a single enemy, and then another enemy appears, and then another one, and another one. And you just don't have the secondary weapon to beat them. So, in order to upgrade another weapon, I would need to be very, very careful. Otherwise, you will be farming for days. That's another problem. If you upgrade the wrong weapons, or if you occupy all of the slots too soon without having the necessary slots, well, guess we'll be farming for 1 year. The game. Even if you can finish kind of the content in about 25 hours per se, you'll still not get all of the chips, and since the developer said there will be no more wipes, I'm trying to do this the best way I can. So my upgraded gun will be ready next time. And I thought this would be enough in the beginning of the game, but clearly it is not enough. Okay. Calm. My objective is over there. Ah, I think I'll die again. Yeah, the room positioning is all messed up. Visitors. So yeah, at this point of the game, you can either out-tank your enemies. Come on, enter. So you'll need to outrange them. Deaconess. This is not even the mid-tier enemy, this is the low-end. Oh. Okay, that worked a lot better. Yeah, they don't have any resistance against piercing damage. Still as many as the weapons as you can. Do I really care? Not really. Okay, let's play this super safe. Sorry about all of the looting, I still need to do it. I'm not sure what resources I need for the end game, but I definitely will need a lot of them. I guess I can take some lamps. Yeah, definitely also need shotguns, so this is my major concern at this point of the game. I'm not strong enough to do the end game content. Well, I guess even if I would be strong enough, I would still get killed by random stuff sometimes. You forget about taking the hallways or the other doors. Yeah, I guess it's a valid strategy and it works so well. Well, I'm actually impressed. So as you can see, an upgraded gun that does a lot of damage is nothing compared to the endgame weapons without any upgrades. I guess I'll need some of that as well. It's scary. What? What is that? A close combat sniper? This is also the Archbishop, so it's a very high damage sniper rifle, but as you can see, it's nothing compared to what I have, so this is basically junk at this point. Let's actually compare them a little bit. As you can see, it doesn't have the burst shot, which is the main. Well, I guess it has more crit damage. It has also one more range. That's amazing. Also has more accuracy, less scatter. Yeah, the Archbishop is still a very cool weapon, but it's a general item. It's not a faction specific gun, and that's probably why it's a little bit weaker. How dare you? How can you not see a turret? Oh, you have the Jeffhammer C22. I want one of these. We're mostly going to be evacuating important stuff like that.
Turn buzzers.
I'm busy, go away now. I think I needed more boots and armor. I'm still collecting this, but I think I'll just dedicate the entire mission to collecting gear. another SN. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be doing. I don't need junk like this anymore. But the problem is, if I do it like this, I'll be super easy to shoot at. Because of the weight system. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about that. I guess I can also take a Jeff Hammer C22 just for show and tell later. Hey, the plan worked, so we're still going to be a rat. Well, I guess... yeah. Fire is only a minor inconvenience at this point. Okay, what happened here? Yeah, imagine if you have a dodge character and this happens. Good luck surviving that. Plus he loves his infections. Wasn't there a drone over here? I think it got destroyed by the fire. That's so dangerous when you destroy a wall like that. We managed to hit everything except the enemy in front of us with the sniper rifle. So yeah, as you can see, you will need to upgrade Percy's accuracy. Don't mess around. Accuracy is still one of the things you have to upgrade in your clones. See, what's up with that? It's supposed to be higher accuracy weapon, but I guess all of the lightning debuffs your accuracy. Yeah, this is the problem. It's not really well explained, but shoulder, arm, all of this will debuff your accuracy. So let me show you. So more damage minus accuracy, minus accuracy, minus accuracy. This is why the shock weapons are so deadly and dangerous, because they debuff your accuracy. You'll not be able to hit anything. The shadow pattern is just the worst version of this. So you probably want to... This counts as cover. Pot of secrets. Okay. Yeah, you need to basically get the stuff that will decrease the chance of getting wounded. I'll show you after this mission. So I think the dodge characters are not really that viable because of all the stuff I'm showing you right now. I have no chance of hitting them. My current wounds. I guess the shotgun rain is still going to work, because no matter how much you miss, you're still going to be putting a lot of stuff in that direction. So yeah, it seems like the same stuff will always be very strong. Give me more of those, please. You know what, let's just leave. We're not hitting anything and it's becoming annoying. Okay, as you can see, all our wounds are gone now. And we still have one more shock wound left. Yeah, those weapons will shred you to pieces. What are they doing? Hiding in a corner? If I started attacking them, we'll have to finish the job. Also, as you can see, this is a natural wall destroyer, so even if I don't have any upgrades for it, it still shreds the walls. That's kind of amazing as well. I'm just searching them for shotgun ammo. It's tempting to throw some stuff down, but I'll not do it. Well, maybe just a helmet. That's all I wanted, a little bit of food. Yeah, let's get out of here. I think I want another sniper rifle. There's another sniper rifle somewhere over here. Okay. Let's search for another sniper rifle over here. Maybe it was over here. We need to go, otherwise we'll be eating corpses. And I don't want to be a cannibal. Not now, at least. I don't remember where it is, but it should be okay. Have enough. Okay, evacuation completed. Oh, that was only one mission, and as you can see, still could have killed me so easily. It would have killed me easily if I didn't know I needed a lot more shock armor for that mission. Because the rewards are still pretty bad. Yeah, so where is that thing I wanted to show you? Over here. So in the end, I think I'll just end up playing with Percy as well. And probably my choices will be, let me see. Hardened. A lower chance to receive a wound, so no thank you. Those wounds are horrible. I think there is one to heal faster as well, like this one, heal wound. But I think this only makes it so you heal the wound always, which is not ideal for me. Piercing. Yeah, so I think I'll be stuck with stuff like this, unless I, well, no, probably it will be the battery overcharge over here. And that will kind of be whatever I need. Then I'll also upgrade his accuracy a lot more, and also his vision range. Yeah, I don't know, it's still a little bit overwhelming because I thought I had the game figured out, and then those guys appeared and they kind of messed up my entire train of thought. I definitely want to upgrade his vision to 10. His accuracy at least to 65 because of all of the various debuffs and stuff we can get. I don't want to upgrade other stuff. The damage will be nice to have, but no thank you. So chance it's almost no point in upgrading it, but at the same time, if I can upgrade it just a couple of times, that means I'll be able to dodge a few shots, or at least I'll not get hit by everything. At the same time, it's just a little more convenient to upgrade his health, so he's a tank. Nah, to be honest, health is one of those things that doesn't really matter. 69, oh. Let's just leave it at 68, okay? I'll have to kill this Percy clone because he's pretty weak and I can just train up a new one. And I really need the extra vision range and the extra accuracy for those weird encounters. And that's it. I'll have to play even more off camera to put all of this into perspective and of course do some other stuff. Another problem I'm having is I cannot find enough trading locations. Not that I had the items. And that's 400, that's not enough. So the trade you're looking for will be the crates. I guess I could do another video about this, but let me show you if I find them. The trade prices, you should be searching for crates that sell for about 800 to 1000. Other things are not worth it because you never find enough of them. And the only faction I really want to trade is Realware. Yeah, also those things over there. Don't sell any chips. The chemical processors, the ones that are 803 are worth it, so also find and keep those. Other than that, I don't think I'm able to find any trade that is worthwhile, even those chips that are so good. Kind of below par. Yeah, this is what I was searching for, so... those crates over there. I don't have a lot of them, and I think we can send a trade shuttle, but it's also very hard to do this because you need to know the name of the crate, and I already traded for them. I think I traded about 20,000 worth of points, and guess what happened? I lost the entire gear that I got, or the Warlord pattern and the Buffalo in a single fight. Bye bye, see you next time.